Hi, my name is Sayuri Coronado and I'm doing my Google tour on the Republic of Guatemala. Guatemala is a little bit smaller of what the state of Tennessee is. It's bordered by Mexico, Belize, the Caribbean, Honduras, and El Salvador. And its capital is Nueva Guatemala de la Asunción, also known as Guatemala City. The language is Spanish, of course. It has a tropical climate. It's mostly mountains. The main natural resources are petroleum, rare woods, fish, and hydropower. Guatemala means place of many trees in Nahuatl. The population is 15,137 people. There's 7,757 females and there's 380 male. The Human Development Index is ranking 133. The life expectancy at birth is of 71.4 years. Something interesting is that the maternal mortality ratio, the deaths of women per 1,000 live births, it's of 120. The education, mostly people get a 4.1 years of schooling as adults, and there's 75.2% of literacy rate. The education index is 0.439. The income is of GNI per capita is of $4,235. There's 25.9% that live into multidimensional poverty, and 13.5% are living below $1.25 per day. The GDP per capita is of $4,035. Its history: on September 15 of 1821, Guatemala approached for its independence from Spain. There was a civil war from 1838 to 1840. Rafael Carrera was important in leading the war against the federal government, and he broke apart the United Province of Central America. From 1898 to 1920, it was ruled by a dictator called Manuel Estrada Cabrera, who was held by the United Fruit Company and also by the United States. The United States has a long history in Guatemala, and by helping those who were in favor of exportation. And during the Cold War, the United States had much influence in Guatemala. They used fear that Guatemala was going to be having a socialist government, and therefore it helped stop this. And the U.S. had direct effects on supporting Guatemala's army until the 1990s. From 1960 to 1996, Guatemala had its civil war. This was a civil war that had many deaths, and it was held by the United States. The United States was helping the army. It was during the civil war, it killed many people, mostly indigenous people, and the government violated many of the human rights of all the people living there. Over 2,000 people were killed, mainly Magyans, and they lost their lives during the war, and there was a lot of people misplaced at the time too. Today, Guatemala has a constitutional democratic republic. The president is Otto Fernando Perez Molina. He has been president since January 14 of 2012. The vice president is Ingrid Roxana Valdetti Elias. She also has been in position since 2012. In Guatemala, there are 4-year terms with no consecutive terms, and the next election is going to be on September of 2015. Let me show you some of the important places over here in Guatemala. They're right here, is el edificio de gobierno. It's the Capitol Hall of Guatemala. Some of the interesting places in Guatemala is Cerro Raxón. Right here we have Palacio Nacional de la Cultura. Which is it has a lot of culture and history. Next we have the Pacana volcano. It's actively in rest and right now. Right here is Antigua. Right here we have Chichicastenango. Right here is Lago Atitlan. Right here is Semuc Champey. Basically, those are the main points of interest in Guatemala, and this is the information and history of Guatemala in my Google tour. Thank you.